So, I had an idea for a sequel to Halloween 4 that ignores the events of 5 and 6. All right. So, after the events of Halloween 4, the movie ends, and the movie ends the way that it was written. Michael is shot into this mine shaft, and Jamie Lloyd touches Michael Myers' hand, and his evil, his essence, whatever is inside of Michael Myers, part of that passes on to his niece, and he's shot into the well, and she takes a piece of her uncle with her, and she goes home, and she kills her stepmother, and Michael Myers is assumed dead for years and years. um, Jamie Lloyd goes off to this psychiatric hospital, perhaps a prison. This is just, an idea that I'm throwing out there. She goes away to prison for killing her stepmother, and she's released when she's 18 or 21 years old. She is released, and she goes back to Haddonfield, and she is not really accepted by the townspeople. They could do like they could really build this up as a theme to the movie. Even years and years later, after she has been released and all of this has transpired, the townspeople, you could see her in scenes where the townspeople are like whispering, and you could tell that she is not wanted, and people are still very suspicious of her, and that she is not welcome. But at some point, I mean, this continues for years. But at some point, she she finds someone. She settles down. She has a family of her own, and one cold October night, Michael Myers, who had been assumed dead since 1988, returns, and she has a family of her own. Say she has a daughter that's about the age that she was in Halloween 4. So this movie would take place some point in the 2000s, and they could even. Danielle Harris is always saying that she would like to return to the series, do something else. Danielle Harris looks very good for her age. She could even come back and play Jamie Lloyd. And part of the reason why I want this movie to take place in the 2000s as opposed to the 2010s or even present day, because that would make Michael Myers a little bit younger. He'd be in his 40s or possibly his early 50s at the absolute latest, at the absolute oldest. So Michael returns, and Jamie, Michael is still on the hunt. There's no explanation why, because the Thorn story does not exist in this timeline. But we know that Michael killed his older sister Judith in 1963. We know that he went after Laurie in 1978. He did not kill her, but she died in a car accident years later. She had Jamie, and we know that he is on this mission to eliminate his family members, because he's been doing it since 1963. There's no explanation why, because the Thorn story did not happen, and I believe that it works better and is creepier if you don't really know why. He just wants to, for whatever reason, eliminate all of his family members. So this story takes place. Michael had been assumed dead since 1988, and Jamie now, she's gotten over the trauma. She's overcame through years of therapy, whatever. She has gotten over this thing that overcame her in 1988. She's made her way back into society. She has a family of her own now. a husband, a daughter that was her age, about her age in 1988, and now she kind of takes on the role of Rachel in Halloween 4. She is now the protector because not only is Michael after her, but he is also after her daughter. And I think this will be really cool. I do not believe I haven't done my mask review on Halloween 5 yet, but if you watched the whole three of you that watched it, if you watched my video on this mask, you know, in my opinion, this is where, for me, this story ends. And I really would like to see a sequel that this movie deserves, because Halloween 5 was not it. So that's my idea for a Halloween movie. After they're done with Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, you know, that it was said, you know, I want to do 8 or 10 more Halloween movies. They could have him do it, or they could have somebody else do it. But I would like to see a new timeline, and it can't hurt because there's already 20 fucking timelines to this series. I would like to see a sequel to Halloween 4 that follows that concept, that ignores the events of 5 and 6. So anyway, that's just an idea I have, and I've posted things about this in forums too before, and I know that there are people out there that don't think this would be a bad idea. So if you guys want to talk about it, or talk about anything else to do with Halloween, just leave a comment, and like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you next time.